All right, guys. So we gotta talk about Jamie Foxx, who told a very, very, very interesting story. That is contrary to what the mainstream media tries to portray about America, especially when it comes to race relations. Now, Jamie Foxx went on the Full Send podcast a couple months ago, and that's when he told his story. And shameless kind of plug here, I got this story from ABL. Okay, so shout out to him for doing this topic, and I want to react to it because being a black person from the South, I definitely feel like I feel Jamie Foxx on this story in which he's going to talk about how he partied with Trump supporters in Florida. So without further ado, I'm going to go ahead and play the clip so that you guys can hear his story, and then I want to give my quick reaction to it. Take a look.
I went to Destin, Florida. Anybody ever heard of Destin, Florida?
No.
Oh, you hit those outside
really
spots with Saga Beach, Destin, Florida.
Destin, Florida is like Republican land.
Oh yeah, I remember this.
Yeah,
like the boats.
Republic
Hillbillies?
No. Just it's on it's on the Gulf side of Florida. Beautiful beaches. I said, I know where I need to go with this. So I got fly to Destin, Florida with all my homies and shit. And I said, listen, y'all gonna see some shit you ain't never seen before. I'm from Texas, so these are my people. So we get on the water, and we're on a boat, on a black boat, as a matter of fact. We're the only black people on the water on a black boat. Mm-hmm. And we're on our way to Crab Island, which is where you link all the boats up, and we hang. But as we're, floating, you see Trump flags, and you see fuck Biden flags. I mean, it's crazy. And so Dave, my homie's like, they from San Francisco. Yo, what the fuck is this, Fox? I just relax, bro. Relax. I got it. No, man, fuck this shit, man. We gonna end up in this motherfucking ocean, man. These white motherfuckers. I said, relax, bro. You with me. I'm from the South. It's Southern. Trust me.
Right.
So we pull up. We dock our boat, right? They're playing Proud to Be an American, and I know, right? Which is Lee Greenwood. Love Lee Greenwood.
That
right?
song slaps.
Love Lee Greenwood. So I walk to the back of the boat. White dude with a ZZ Top beard in the waist because it's waist deep. He says, Jamie Foxx, man, what in the hell you doing here? I said, man, I come to kick it with you. Changes his music to Gold Digger. Everybody's like, Jamie Foxx. I grabbed a BSB, cases of it, get in the water. I said, y'all meet me in the middle of the water. This is during the pandemic.
I remember, yeah.
I'm pouring shots. We're literally drinking out of the same bottle in the middle of the pandemic. But here's the thing. My Army, Air Force, Navy, Marine guys were all there. We had a great fucking time.
That's awesome.
We ended up spending the whole day together. And I say this, I know this sounds weird and kind of corny, but I think this is how America should be. Like, here I am with these guys. Right? We were drinking, having a good time. And at the end of the day, when we left, it was just a whole different type of respect. It was no politics involved. It was just like good old fashioned kicking back and having a good time. And once we did that, sales went through the roof. And then I did hear one of them while I was drinking. I heard one of them go, I knew Jamie was a patriot. I was like, yeah, man, all right. Drink. You know what I'm saying? But what it was like, it was a cool ass fucking moment.
Man, I love that story. I absolutely love that story for various reasons. Because I've definitely been in a position where, being from the South, I'm very comfortable no matter where I go, okay? North Carolina, South Carolina, Georgia, Florida, Alabama, Mississippi. It don't matter where I go. I am very, 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 very comfortable, okay? Because I don't think about race everywhere I go because I understand that the culture is all the same, right? I know how to communicate with all different types of people, and I'm just Southern, right? Just like everybody else here, okay? Contrary to popular belief, there's not that much racial division in the South, okay? Because, again, we're all kind of culturally the same, contrary to what the mainstream level media will tell you. And I think that Jamie Foxx's story kind of highlights that, right? Again, I've had friends who are not necessarily as comfortable as I am that, will go to a place like Charleston, South Carolina, or Columbia, South Carolina, or somewhere out there in Georgia, Northern Florida, whatever, and they'll be super uncomfortable They be like, man, there's so many white people around here, like, you know, blah, blah, blah. And I'm like, dude, chill out, bro. Like, chill out. Everybody's friendly. Okay, like, they don't even want to eat at restaurants. I'm like, dude, let's eat at this, not a fast food chain, but like, let's eat at this like local family-owned restaurant, because I just want to eat some local food, right? And they're like, man, I don't know, man. There's a lot of white people there. And I'm like, you got to chill out, man. You got to chill out. People are not like that, okay? If you're a nice person, if you're cool, if you chill, people are going to be cool, nice, and chill to you, right? Regardless of your race or your skin color. Because again, we all have more in common culturally than we do that separates us or that makes us different, right? Again, but that's, you wouldn't know that if you listen to the mainstream media. The mainstream liberal media wants it to seem like we're all racially divided. That black people, white people, Hispanic people, Asian people, we're all so different, right? And we're different because of our skin colors. Now, don't get me wrong, we are different. But what really separates us is culture that's associated with the geographic location that you're in, right? The longer that you stay in the South, or any part of the country, really, you're going to be more accustomed to the cultures and the way of life there. And you're going to be a lot more similar to those people that live in your area, regardless of their skin color, than you might be to somebody who is your same skin color or your same race in a whole different part of the country, right? Again, I think that's what Jamie Foxx's story outlines here, because he's from the South. His homies apparently weren't. They were from liberal California or whatever, and they have this negative stereotype about the South and particularly white people in the South, and they got scared for no reason, which probably kept some of them from having a good time, right? And again, they probably bought into the narrative from MSNBC, CNN, from all these media outlets that are simply there to divide people and to make us fear each other when there's really nothing to fear, to be quite honest with you, right? So with that being said, again, I've definitely been in that position where I'm the one that's like, yo, chill out. Like, let's just enjoy our time here. Yes, there are people here that don't necessarily look like us, but we all have something in common. They're nice people. You can't go everywhere thinking that somebody is judging you because of your skin color, your race, okay? But again, with that being said, I'm surprised that Jamie Foxx didn't get canceled, right? I mean, this dude just told a story about hanging out with Trump supporters in Florida, right? He was probably surrounded by boats with a ton of Trump flags, okay? And, you know, during the middle of the pandemic, right? Openly admitting that, hey, I'm not following pandemic rules, and I'm also a black man hanging out with Trump supporters, right? A Hollywood guy. Again, I'm surprised the man was not canceled for telling this story. I am very, very, very surprised. But what I'm not surprised about is these Trump supporters welcoming Jamie Foxx with open arms, right? To come party with them and to hang out and to do whatever, right? That is what I'm not surprised about. Again, because that's kind of what happens in the South. Everybody's friendly. You know, nobody is really super rude or anything like that. Okay, I wanted to react to that because that's a feel-good story. I think, you know, it's a little bit different than some of the other stories I do to my channel, right? But I wanted to do this story because, again, it really highlights what America actually is versus the perception of America that is painted in the media, right? We're not as divided as they try to make us out to be. Like, there's not a race war in the street, right? You get up, you go to Walmart, you go to work, and you're not fighting with each other over race, okay, or religion or whatever. Okay, now sometimes that happens, but for the most part, it's not happening, right? It's not happening, despite what you think in the media. But I'm telling you, there are people in this country, okay, there are woke leftists, far left, radicals and extremists that do want that. They're trying to drive us to that point, and quite simply, we can't let that happen, okay? And this is why I like highlighting stories like this, because I think that this is an example of, again, what America actually is and what we should stay rather than the direction that the far left is trying to take us in. So let me know what you guys think. Make sure you like, comment, and subscribe. Most importantly, share a black conservative perspective. Peace.